Hello, good morning, good evening, afternoon, good day, good night, whenever you're watching this. Hello, glad you're here to watch. Thanks so much to the views, guys, so far, and the people who've shared, and the people who've subscribed to the YouTube, and the people who follow on Twitter. I just keep asking the people who haven't yet, if you could subscribe, if you could keep sharing the videos on Facebook for me, please. Get on the Twitter, please tell your friends about it, just pass it on to people if you can, just in passing, just mention the Daily Peps. This is something I'd like to sort of carry on doing. This will help me later on in what I want to do in the future, if you can, if you will. So, anything you could do now to sort of spread the word a bit, just tell people about it, just so I can get some views, get some subscribers, and hopefully just so people can enjoy the content more than anything. I mean, I enjoy recording these. Hopefully, people enjoy watching them. So, thanks so much. If you just keep sharing, keep liking, keep telling your friends, that'd be absolutely fantastic. Today, Tuesday, August 19th, we'll be doing the sun again, with a little bit of Daily Mail thrown in, hopefully, if we've got some time. Sex on the beach. Ooh, come on, everybody. Sex on the beach. I wonder if they mean the drink this time in Magaluf, or if this is actually going to be some sex on the beach. They met in Magaluf bar selling sex on the beach cocktails. Top class reporting, son. There was actually some sex on a beach. Well, by the looks of it, I don't know actually. I mean, you can see something going on there, and then something in the sea as well. I don't know, like they try and do it there apparently. I don't think that works out. Should only try and do it in the sea. But we've been underwater, like, might just be having a little special cuddle. Who knows? But it's no surprise that these kind of things take place in Magaluf. This isn't news. Someone said to me, just sum up Magaluf. Drink, sex. Brilliant, we'll print it. Must have been like a slow day for news. Like, what's happening in Ukraine? What's happening in Gaza? What's happening in Iraq? Iraq comes up, but it's not as important as what's happening in Magaluf. Sex sells more than war, apparently. Mum shield kids' eyes in 40-minute romp. Who's taking their family, their kids, on a family holiday to Magaluf? Don't go to Magaluf on a family holiday. I'm pretty sure most parents or most people who've heard of the term Magaluf have heard of why know it. Essentially know it as Shagaluf or Shagamuff. But it's pretty obvious what goes on there. Don't take your kids there. If you're shielding your kids' eyes, I'd say I'd shield my kids' eyes for 4 minutes. After that, I'm thinking probably just easier to leave or go and say something to them. And guys, do you mind not having sex in the sea while there's kids here? By all means, come back later on when it's dark, have some sex in the sea. But I wouldn't shield my kids' eyes for 40 minutes. I'd get sore arms, the kid would get ratty and fidgety, it'd be awkward because they couldn't see anything as well, you'd have to kind of just sit there. I wouldn't know where to look as I'm shielding the eyes. Do I watch the sex? Do I not? Do I pretend it's not happening but I'm shielding my kids' eyes still? It seems awkward. One, I wouldn't go on a family holiday to Magaluf. Two, shield your kids' eyes for a maximum of 4 minutes before you think it might be time to pack up and go and hit the pool. That would be my advice to anyone taking their family to Magaluf. If any sex happens, have a contingency plan. Willy Wonka. It's a horrible joke, that, isn't it? Ronka. It's a weird word to say. Ronka. Basically, Rolf Harris has been... He treats lags to chocks. They nickname Perv Wonka. Bought him some chocolate bars. I assume he's got friends in prison. I mean, I think everyone's entitled to friendship, aren't they? Well, not that it's a right. It kind of happens, doesn't it? You sort of get friends with people, whether you mean to or not, I guess. Kind of feel that connection. But he's just buying some people chocolate bars, you know? I mean, I don't think it's newsworthy. Man buys other men chocolate bars. I don't know. What's quite brilliant about this is, though, that below it they've got a picture of a man in handcuffs, circled, so your eyes straight away drawn to these handcuffs. That's a completely different story, though. We'll just call this pedo page. I think they'd referred to. The Sun would probably want to call this page 7 pedo page. You got Rolf Harris and you got Max Clifford there. Did he get done for pedo? Alright, we'll just call it sex crime page. sex crime page. But the point is, you got Rolf Harris' story here, and then this image of a man with sort of grey hair, like Rolf Harris, in handcuffs, in a suit, kind of reminds you of Rolf Harris's court case, and it's just sort of sparking the same sort of images, and it's essentially the same story. I mean, they're on about two completely different things, but it is the same sort of story. Don't forget about these people we've locked up for sex crimes. That's all it is, just to remind you that there are paedophiles and sex offenders out there, guys. Please, if you must leave your home, make sure it's only to buy the Sun, then return straight to your home. Or maybe go to the supermarket that we give you discount for in here, because we're so rich we don't need to buy fruit and vegetables, but we'll give you discount for fruit and vegetables. There's a letter about that later on, actually, it's quite funny. An announcement I feel I do need to make. Recently, there's been quite a tragedy in my life. Your lives, you may not know it, but you will. And probably your friends and family's lives as well, actually. Celebrity Big Brother, it's back. Sorry, Big Brother is back. It's not Celebrity Big Brother at all. I wouldn't recognise a single one of the people in the Big Brother house if I walked past them on the street. Maybe, arguably, Orderly Harrison, if I'd maybe seen him on the news or something recently, I might recognise him, but just day-to-day passing him, probably not. And none of these other people. I think there's someone from Towie, someone from Made in Chelsea, and someone from Geordie Shore. I didn't think you could get lower than them programmes. I was wrong. You can get lower than them programmes. 13 years it's been going. How has it been going 13 years? That's just Celebrity Big Brother as well, so you've got that coincide with non-Big Brother. If you want to watch something like Big Brother, here's an idea. Saturdays and Sunday mornings, go to your local sort of high street or a cafe in your town, sit outside at about 9:30, get a cup of tea, get a nice bit of brekkie. I wouldn't get a paper because it'll ruin your day, and just watch the mass migration of the one-night standers. Watch them return into their homes. That's real life. That's watching people's lives. That's ultimate people watching. Like, don't watch Big Brother. They're all there playing games. And how long is it going to be before someone has sex on telly again, or someone takes it too far and there's an orgy on telly, or someone dies in Big Brother? That's literally the only thing they can do now. Someone needs to die in Big Brother. That's the only place it can go. But go there, go to a cafe, watch these people, the mass migration of the wildebeest across the plain. Although if it's a guy, it's a stride of pride. If it's a woman, it's a walk of shame. Society! Okay. Right. More news on Iraq. So funny actually, if I were you and you're interested in what's happening in Iraq, read what you can from the papers, take it with a pinch of salt, maybe a bag of salt. Salt come in bags? A bag of salt. Because it won't be reported on soon. What was the last thing you've seen reported on about, actually reported on, not just a little side snippet, about Ukraine? When was the last time you saw something about that? Was probably weeks, months ago. About Gaza, that was days ago. That's still ongoing. In fact, I'm pretty sure they've got a peace thing going on at the moment where they're not killing each other. Fantastic. Report on that. Build on that. You know, look, peace can be achieved. But no, there's a fight going on in Iraq. Let's report on that instead. It's just they don't promote any of the good things, do they? It's always just, I mean, this is probably a good thing. They've taken the dam back, so people aren't going to, they can't break the dam now, and they can't drown everyone, and people can still have water, and people can still have power, and that's a really good thing, don't get me wrong, but they're really selective in what they report on. There's no reporting on what's happening in Gaza, like I said, there's no reporting on what's happening in Ukraine. I'm pretty sure there's still a lot of fighting going on in Ukraine. I don't know really, I've not done much reading up on it, but like I said, give it a week or so. Probably won't see much more of Iraq in the news until something more major happens, I guess. Someone's gone on honeymoon, and the house has been post-it noted. Ignore the post-it notes of mine. That's just to illustrate. Bit like art and comedy. Wouldn't say it's news. What else we got? Here we go. Woman bought a second-hand car and found a snake in the boot. Not really news again. What's happening in Gaza, what's happening in Ukraine, everything. But what I don't like about the Sun is these little speech bubbles they always do. They do it in political situations more than anything, just to kind of undermine whoever they're bashing on that day. They'll have a speech bubble saying something stupid. One of their policies might not have gone right, and they'll pretend he's saying something about his policy that's clearly not gone right. But it says, it's a great motor with 150 snake horsepower. They're just undermining their own stories with terrible jokes. They're doing my job for me. It's just like, that's a good story, that, yeah. It's not really news, but I guess we could, we'll fill, off. We've got half an advert on that page, just we can save you a few pence because you need it because you're so poor. But we'll put the snake story in, yeah. Can we undermine that story a bit? What, the story that Jack Royston, oh my god, it's exclusive. I'd say there's 100 words there, 100 words max. And they felt the need to say, exclusive by Chloe Mayer and Jack Royston. It's taken two people to write that and then to come up with a terrible undermining joke of your own article. What I like is, as well, it says in the story that the snake was picked up on Saturday. That's, 4 days ago? She wouldn't have got the snake out of the car on her own, because it says when they found the snake, they screamed and slammed the boot shut. They got a snake charity to come out and get the snake for them. So the Sun must have gone to her with a snake and gone, yeah, for your story, we'll pay you for your story, obviously, but we won't take the story without a picture of you and the snake. So she's had to go, alright, okay, I don't really like snakes, but I'll get this snake around me. Oh, there you go, take a picture. Oh, that's some good snake horsepower. Ridiculous story. Okay, what else is coming up? Women enjoy sex as well. They're human beings, I thought they would. Can't just be men who enjoy sex, I'm pretty sure women do too. There it goes. Now I don't tend to, well, I have a look at the letters page myself, but I think it'd be quite hard to sort of do this about it. But if you watched yesterday's, then you'll know that I did a bit about the immigrants coming in the crate, how they needed medical attention, they were sick, someone died, there was a baby. You know, they must have come over for a reason, it must have been dreadful where they've come from, they've clearly not made the journey just out of something to do, they must have felt that was the last option for them, and they needed medical care and stuff like that. I'm just going to read out this letter to you from the ever so compassionate person who's written it. I won't use their names, I might get in trouble. Bear in mind, this letter won £50, this person's been rewarded for this. Doctors, nurses, ambulances, etc. rushed into action when more than 30 people, including children, were found in a container at Tilbury Docks. Good. They needed the ambulances. They needed nurses. They were ill, they were sick, they were human beings who needed care and attention. They may have made a mistake by getting in the container. There's no reason for them to not be seen by medical staff. What would you do? Just leave them on the side of the dock, just dying? No doubt some poor souls had their hospital admissions cancelled because of these illegals. Pretty sure they're emergency services, they're there for emergencies like that. Because of these illegals as well. It's like the Yanks when they call like Mexicans and stuff who come across the border illegal aliens. Like there's legal aliens as well as illegal aliens. Just aliens, like just how you can make someone feel so isolated and alone with just a word. It's horrible. Like, no doubt some poor souls had their hospital admissions cancelled because of these illegals, and they will be given a place to live and cash handouts and will probably disappear off the radar while officials decide what to do. That's an opinion. Like, that's not what's happened. They haven't done that. We don't know what's going to happen to these people. Hopefully nothing will happen to them until they're better again, because I wouldn't want to send off a mother and a 15-year-old baby if the 15-year-old baby's still slightly suffering with pneumonia, you know what I mean? Like, what? I don't understand what this person's thinking. Alright, yeah, they might be given asylum. But if their son's right and they were from Afghan, maybe they need it, you know? There's a lot of people getting killed over there day to day, like. Maybe they need asylum. We're the ones who invaded the country. We can't go and bomb the place, surely, and then not help people out afterwards. Had it been UK citizens doing the same abroad, I'm in no doubt they would have been sent straight back. Well, then why don't we be the bigger people and offer these people a helping hand and show them that we are actually human beings and have a soul and a spirit and some kind of humility about us. Humility? No, I don't know. Like, show that we're nice. try and be the bigger people. Other countries might reject them and send them on their way ill. Why don't we set an example? No doubt this easy country of sanctuary will give them first-class treatment again. If people are sick, I'd like to be a country of sanctuary where they get first-class treatment. Help each other. What's so hard about helping each other? Like, what? When will it stop? When will we stop helping people? Hopefully never, if I'm honest. Hopefully we won't stop helping people. Maybe, now just hear me out, maybe in the future we'll get to a point where people don't need help like this. Maybe we'll get to a point where people don't need to flee their countries out of fear of being killed. Who knows? Just a quick one, just to illustrate the language the papers use to get you into the mindset of how that paper wants you to feel. On this page, there are the words raid, witch hunt, war. Raid, witch hunt and war. They're talking about Cliff, something to do with BBC and Cliff Richard, and they're talking about Lidl. You don't need to use the terms raid, witch hunt and war when you're talking about Lidl and Cliff Richard. Like, it's just, those words will just sit in your mind while you're reading this paper. Then it'll be reinforced every now and then, just by other words as well, such as extremists, justified, Iraq. You know what I mean? In your head you're like war, Iraq, justified, extremists, raid, witch hunt, and it's not very good. Well, Daily Mail have dropped the bombshell here. Reporting. That's day old news, that, mate. Even I covered this before you, Daily Mail. Just if you as you flip through the paper, you'll just notice every now and then these words. It's the same here again. Paedophile, heroin. What have we got down here? Death. It's just all the time. It's just reinforced with negativity. Then they can go from such negative things: witch hunts, riots, war, death, extremist, Iraq, justification. How do you catch a runaway hamster? That's how they can flick so brainlessly from like death and destruction to "Has your hamster gotten loose during all this terror?" Well, put down your first aid kit and find your hamster. Anyway, guys, I hope you enjoyed today's episode. Posting it everywhere. Feel like I'm living in that house. Hope you enjoyed today's episode. Like I said at the beginning, just to reinforce, please keep sharing. Please keep liking, subscribing, tell people about it. It means a lot to me. I know when I see stuff on YouTube and everyone's like, please share this, usually in capitals, I'm like, nah, mate. But honestly, it would mean a lot to me if you could share it. Thanks for sitting through. God, I've gone on massively amount of time again. Thank you very much, and have a lovely day, and try and be nice to each other. It would mean a lot to me.